everybody, how you doing? And welcome to Liz Black Live. It is an awesome time to come together and find out just what God is producing out of people and wonderful books. If you're out there, just make sure you're checking in. I can see Wanda. What's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for checking in. Make sure you're unmuting. Make sure you unmute. Make sure you unmute and make sure that you follow. Today, I'm very excited because we have Dr. Melinda A. Taylor with us. She has a book out, and I wanted to make sure you all knew about this book. So I want to share it with you. It's called Awaken: My Journey from Pain into Purpose. And if you have not had a chance to check out the book, well, you're in the right place at the right time. If you're following, I am sending out some hearts to you. Thank you so much for being a part. Here's the book. And again, Awakening: My Journey from Pain into Purpose. We're going to have a conversation with her today and find out about her journey, the pain, and into purpose, where she believes God has told her to be. So without any further ado, I'd like to bring up Dr. Melinda, and I'm going to get her. We're working with iPads. We're working on a whole lot of stuff today. Dr. Melinda, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, Dr. Liz. Congratulations to you too.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I am so excited for you, Dr. Melinda. I've known you for a long time. And now to see that you have a book that is out. First, tell us, how long did it take for you to put the book together?
It took about an hour and an hour, a year and a half. It took me to
Wow.
write the whole book.
And did you know I have to put this on paper so that others can understand that you can go from pain to purpose?
Okay, let me start from the beginning. How I even started writing this book. Uh,
Yes.
there was a word that was spoken over my life in 1990. And the word that was spoken over was that I will be writing about relationships in the body of Christ. The epitome of the ready writer was at my fingertips. So when I heard this word, I was in a very dark time at that particular time. And I didn't understand exactly what he meant. I understood what he meant, but I couldn't see it. So I remember someone telling me to, when you get a word, a spoken word, you put it on the shelf and then you wait for to see if it's a prophecy or if it's a prophet lie.
Mm.
Just sit and you just wait. And that's what I did. I was always one to like to read. I journaled. I always jot little things that come to my mind on little pieces of paper, throughout my house. So I sat it on a shelf, and that's what I did. I've always said that I would be writing a book one day. I would be writing, but never knew, when I was going to really bring it forth. So I was listening. I was on Facebook, and I was scrolling. And as I was scrolling, it was this lady. She goes, "Why haven't you written your book yet? You should have written a long time ago." And I was like, who's talking to me like that? Because it was so audible. It was an audible voice that I heard, and it was confirmation to what was spoken to me, back
Uh-huh.
in 90.
That's
So
amazing. But
yeah,
Melinda, 1 second. Let's make sure to we have Levon Townsend checking in with us. And she said, "To God be the glory to the most high." So we're just happy to have you on, Levon. Thank you so much. And if you haven't already picked up the book, please make sure you get your copy and also make sure you're following. Anybody else that's coming on, make sure you unmute. Make sure you follow. And we're here with Dr. Melinda A. Taylor. She's an author, and the book is Awaken: My Journey from Pain into Purpose. So you got a word to write the book, and it seems like you've got plenty of confirmations,
yes, I
and
did.
you stepped out.
And then that's when I not right away, I waited a while, not a while, maybe a couple of months, and then I proceeded to writing the book. as as the Lord saw fit for me to be writing it.
Okay. Hey, Nicole. Welcome. Thank you for checking in. Appreciate you. Make sure you're following and make sure, I guess, you unmute it because I want to make sure that everyone can hear what Dr. Melinda is saying. For somebody that is going through pain, when you talk about pain, though, can you touch on some of those areas that was painful?
Yes, I can. It started when I was 8 years old. I was sexually molested, so that started my pain at 8 years old.
Mm.
And then from that, I was got into relationships that was not good. They were really toxic relationships, and from that there was wounds from that. There was wounds when I was younger of rejection, low self esteem, not knowing what my worth is, and I went through those things. I went through being a single parent because that's what my book is really kind of catered to single parents because I'm single, but everyone has a journey and everybody has, adversities that they go through. So and there was grief. I lost my parents, 9 months in between one another. So these are some of
Mm.
being a single parent trying to
Yeah.
struggle, lost jobs, cars
Repossessed.
and just a
Mm.
conglomerate of things, and it just compounded on me. But what it really did was it thrust me into the hands of God.
I just love to hear this because, there's so many people out there now that are really going through. We're in a recession, job loss, still dealing with COVID. And it's just a time like we've never seen before. And people are dealing with pain and very dark times. So it is nice to see a title, My Journey from Pain into Purpose, which means all the pain that you went through, it has brought you to your purpose, able to produce this book where you can help others. Now, why awakened? What is awakened to you?
Awakened to me was he brought me from darkness.
Mm.
He brought me from living a dark world, um, like I said, being involved in toxic relationships and not realizing my worth, and he gave me
Mm.
awaken because when you're awaking out of a stupor. When you're awaking, I think like, when you go to sleep at night and then
Yeah.
it's dark and then you wake up and then there's the sunshine. So that's where I got
Amen.
awakened from darkness into his marvelous light.
Yeah. It's like, the last 3 weeks, I felt like things were really dark. And sometimes, if you don't know that, you're going to make it through this and that there's hope, it's very hard to hang on to anything. And I think that's why this book is so important. If you're out there and you're going through and you're feeling pain or you're feeling like you're in darkness or there is no hope, this is a book for you. Awaken, My Journey from Pain into Purpose. Now, those of you that are on with us now, Levon and Nikki B, please, any questions that you have for Dr. Melinda, I want to make sure that I get them to her. We want to make sure you pick up the book. The book is called Awaken, My Journey from Pain into Purpose. Now, Dr. Melinda, someone would look at you and say, she's a doctor, she's beautiful. But I think what people fail to realize is that everybody goes through something.
Exactly. Everyone goes through something, but in the word it says that he molds us and shapers us. He's the potter and we're the clay. So really when you look at it, and God had me looking at it from another aspect, yes, we're being molded and we're being shaped into his purpose. Yes, everything that I went through,
Mm.
it might have been dark, but God brought light to every situation. So that's what he does. He brings the darkness, whatever you've gone through, to the light. For example, like when I was single parent, daughter very young, lost my job,
Mm.
didn't have food in the cabinets. He knew exactly when to bring someone into my life I call it divine appointments.
Mm,
You just at the particular, right at the time when I needed
yeah.
it. You hear a knock on the door, and here there is, someone from your church or a neighbor, coming in with bags of groceries to fill your cabinets for the next month. Stuff like that. A repossessed car, car being repossessed, someone coming in here, use my car. So
Mm,
wherever the darkness was, there was
yes.
right there.
Yes.
So he was guiding me. He was there because, like it says in Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the thoughts that I have for you, and that's thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope. So even though we're going through, we're going
Future
to
and
come
a
out on
hope.
the other side victorious if
Yes.
if you have a relationship, because it's about relationship. So if you have a relationship with him, a dialogue, he speaks to you and you speak to him, he will guide you and he will direct you into the purpose that he has for you.
Yes. And I think I want those out there. Maybe you don't go to church.
Mm,
Maybe you don't have a relationship with God. But
mhm,
this book is designed, if you are going through pain, that you can understand that there is hope and
mhm.
that you can walk into your purpose. When I look at you, it looks, you got everything going on, Dr. Melinda.
So, okay.
But what's so awesome is I never knew your testimony. And to now hear your testimony and where God has brought you from and where you are now. He's no respecter of person. So if he did this for you, he can do this for others that are out there also
Exactly.
that need that lifeline. And that's what
Yes,
I call it. Your book is giving those that are in pain a lifeline.
yes.
I thank you, those that are here with us. If you want to say hi, I'd love to just give you a shout out or send you a heart. Please make sure you unmute and make sure that you follow. Let me put let me put this on the screen just so that I don't have to keep saying it, okay? Make sure you follow and unmute. Follow and unmute. And we want to make sure that you are picking up the book, Melinda's book, Awaken, My Journey from Pain into Purpose. Did you see yourself doing this? Wait. Shantae, hold on. I got to get a heart out. We've got a new follower. Thank you. Yay. Shantae, God bless you. Okay. Thank you so much. I found this on the web for who Thank is no you. Respecter of person. So if you do this for you, you can do this for others that are out there also that needs that lifeline. And that's what I called your book is giving those that are in pain. Now. Thank you for the I appreciate. That's right. God is no respecter of person. I really appreciate the follow. Thank you. Hearts, hearts, hearts when you follow. Hearts, hearts, and hearts. Nothing but love for you. Thank you so much. So we want to we're just here today to encourage, on Inspirations, my show that I do. I just want to inspire, and I thought that this would be a great place to come and, share things that I buy, but also share my heart in making sure that others understand that there's hope out there. And that's what your book is doing. When you thought about the process of putting the book together, was it easier than you thought once you got started?
No, it was really very hard for me to put together in the beginning because
Sure
I,
thing.
I, I had to go back and revisit those dark places that I thought that I was delivered from. That as I was going through it, I found out that I wasn't delivered from it yet. So God had to deal with me with some of those rough areas, that I had went through. But after I had come into the full knowledge of who He was, then he uh, he delivered me, from the pain and the purpose. So it
Yeah,
was hard because of the fact that I had to revisit, and by
yeah.
revisiting it, I had to
You had to dig deep.
I had to dig deep. I had to dig deep,
And
and
and it,
I
you had to pull things out from the root so that
yes,
you could plant new seed and grow good crop so that you
Correct.
could walk in your purpose. Dr.
Ex-
Mary Joshua is on. God bless you, Dr. Mary. Thank you for coming on. I
yeah.
appreciate you all. Good evening to you all. Shantae, I am just so happy. Levon, thank you so much also for following. I appreciate that. I got nothing but love for y'all. Thank you for hanging out with us. And Dr. Melinda, this is Dr. Melinda's um, first time really stepping out with her book and
Yes.
really being able to express herself. And I thought, what better place? Because some people want to interview and make people feel uncomfortable. I want to make sure that you feel as comfortable as possible sharing what God has given you so that the world could see what you've put together. And this
Yes. And I
was
think
put together. It took a lifetime, your lifetime,
it took my
to put this
lifetime.
book together.
Yes, yes, it did. It took a lifetime, and after I became out of that dark place, see, you can't write in a dark place. I had to become healed
Mm,
and whole before I could even write the book. And I noticed that you got to be healed, because then you're writing out of your tragedy, you were writing out of your adversity, and then it would be like a retaliation kind of thing. So you had to be delivered from your brokenness to even write the book and speak your truth.
yes, yes. You want to pick up the book? Let's support. It's 15.99. Again, it is Awakening My Journey from Pain into Purpose. And again, you can get this book now on Amazon, and it is available on paperback or in Kindle. So you can pick that up. The Kindle is 9.99. The paperback is 15.99. And sometimes you just don't know who you are encouraging. You might
Yes.
want to get this book and bless somebody else with it. Shantae, God bless you. She's so proud of you, Dr.
Yes, she is.
Melinda.
She's a good soul.
Amen. We're all proud of you. We're here to encourage. Some people thrive off the opposite, and I thrive off of being able to encourage others, and that's why
Yes.
I was
Yeah,
just so excited when I found out that you had a book. Your journey. Nobody's journey is like yours, but
exactly.
the message is for everyone, which is
Exactly.
hope.
Yes.
Who is your targeted audience? I know that you're a single parent, but when I hear it, I think it's anyone that's going through. But who do you feel as the author is
Well,
your?
I wrote the book from my perspective as a single parent. So being a
Yes.
single parent, or just being single, or single after divorce, or even widowed, anyone that's single trying to take care of a household on their
Mhm.
own, that's who I catered it to. And between the ages of like 30 to 45 years old,
Yeah.
those I targeted.
I,
But
I
like you said, but it's for everyone,
it
because we all have
is.
a journey that we go through.
I think anyone that needs to be encouraged that this book is for them. Just to let you know, there'll be times where I'll come on here and we will have books that will be on here crying because God has been so wonderful in what He's done. And then
Yes.
I might have another book and come on and it's arts and crafts. So you're gonna get a smorgasbord of things over here at Liz Black Live. But I thank you that you took the time, those of you that are with us, to hang in. And I want to make sure if there's any questions that you have, or if there are any other type of authors that you'd like to see in the future. I know Dr. Mary will be coming on, and she has a book that's out now. And I just want everyone to have a platform and an opportunity to be heard. So
Yes.
I want you all to know that Dr. Melinda A. Taylor is available for book signings
Yes.
at your church, or maybe you're having an event. She can come by and share a little of her testimony, or if you have vendor space, she wants to know about that because we want to get the book out. The worst thing is for the book to just sit in Amazon. We want
Yes.
people to get it. If you've already read it, go ahead and buy it for someone else. And it's a great gift to give for February. February, everyone is talking about love. We talk about love 24/7, 12 months out of the year. But if it takes a month for people to look at love, then give a book, give a gift, help
Yeah.
someone who might be in pain, give some hope, and let them know that they can turn their pain into purpose. I mean, Dr. Melinda, you went from not being a doctor to being a doctor. You went from pain to purpose.
Yes, yes, yes. He has blessed me. It's not enough words to say how he has truly been a blessing in my life and turned my life all around. And now, since God has brought me to this point, now I'm to go get my sisters, that are going through the same thing, and pull them up to let them know and hold their hand, through the
Mm-hmm.
process, to let them know that, as we said earlier, God is not a respecter of persons. What he does for one, he will do for the other. So
That's
there's
right.
growth. He wants us.
Yeah.
The message is to go out and to let everyone know the goodness of God. I
Yes.
always think about the woman at the well. When I hear someone had said, "What woman in the Bible do you say that represent?" And I always said the woman at the well, because she was called on a carpet. She was called out, and she was like, "Oh my goodness, this man that knows my story, he's the great Messiah." And she went and she ran, and she dropped the very cup that she went to get natural water with. And he said that he can give her water that springs from her belly, living
Uh,
water. You know,
yes.
I think about that. And he said to run. The word says to run, to go. And she ran, and she told everybody about the person that called her on the carpet. So
Yes.
that's what my assignment is to go and tell other women, what he can do for me,
Yes.
can do for others. I
Now,
also talk about, there's biblical principles in the book also that I talk about, as far as toxic relationships, what to accept, what not to accept, ungodly, godly soul ties that you get involved with, what single parents can do, to help them out a little bit, to have other people to be their mentors, your
yes.
pastors, teachers, coaches.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did. God kind of, I have a little short,
Yes.
a
Well,
little testimony. With I was looking for a babysitter, and God, I was at my daughter's school, signing her out, and then the lady in front of me, she had turned around, and I was like, "Don't I know you?" And she said, I said, "Yeah, I do know you." She said, "Melinda." And she was someone that I had went to church with when I was a young child. you know
right.
Guess what? She was a babysitter. So God just put people in front of you.
Yes.
He just blesses you in so many ways and more.
And I'm just really glad that you have an opportunity to share on here. We'll have all types of authors on with different books, but I believe that when we can encourage others, we need to do that. Those of you that are here, welcome. I'm Liz Black. This is Liz Black Live, and I will come on here and do my best and allow authors to have an opportunity to share, and I'll be sharing some of my favorite things. Last week I got to share eyelashes. So if you didn't see that, if you didn't come on, go ahead and watch it on demand and check it out. I want you to know that you can come here and be family. So if
Mhm.
you haven't, make sure you follow, make sure you unmute. And we just want to make sure that we're supporting Dr. Melinda A. Taylor. It is a book of faith.
Yes.
If you are out there right now and maybe your faith is not as strong as it should be and you need a little encouragement, that's what we're bringing you here today. We're not beating you over your head with the Bible. We're letting you know that God did this for Dr. Melinda and that he can do it for you too. And you have to step out on faith and believe. You might be watching right now and it's just been a really rough day for you. Well, I get it. I understand. And
Yes.
that's why we wanted, we can't put any book out here. This was a good show. I almost brought some last. You almost brought some last. Look, watch it again. You probably will get some. But I just want to make sure that when you come to this channel that you're going to be family. So if you haven't followed, go ahead and follow now. I just want to hit a heart. I haven't hit a heart in a minute. So follow, follow, follow. I'll be on again on Sunday at 9 p.m. Right now I'm in Memphis at St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, and I will be here for the next 4 days, training and touring. And what I'm going to do on Sunday night, I'm going to share with you things that you must take with you when you go to the hospital. Now, I'm not saying everybody is going to the hospital. I'm just saying if you know someone, or if you're going, here's some things you need to throw in a bag. So I'm going to ask the doctors and the nurses at St. Jude, what do they suggest? I'm going to put it in the shopping cart, and then we'll come together and chat. Now, normally I want to do Sundays at 5:30, but because I'm leaving Memphis and flying in, I'm going to fly in and get right in front of the computer and hang out with you all. I think I lost Dr. Melinda. Let me see. I don't see I think she might have got kicked off. I hate when that happens, but it's okay. If you have other things that you'd like to see here, I would love to share it with you. If there's something that you want me to actually purchase and then come on and talk about it for you, I'm willing to do that. But look, let me just say this. If it's $1 million, it's probably not going to happen. I'm going to be real honest with you and upfront. You like my shirt? It's all about being grateful. That's all. So I want to encourage you, when you come on here, I want you to know this is a safe zone. This is a place where we're going to hang out together. So if you haven't done so already, please make sure you are following so you know when I have another show that's coming on. I'll be on here Sunday at 9 p.m. But just so you know, Levant, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I do. I do. I'm going to have to show hearts before I leave because that's just what I'm about. Now, in my home studio, I got lights, special chair, and I got hearts all over the place. So make sure if this is your first time tuning in with me, please don't let it be your last. I promise you, I'm going to be bringing some exciting items for you that you're going to love and that you're going to want to purchase. I was hoping that Dr. Melinda made it back in, but it looks like she got kicked off and I don't see her anymore. So again, the book is called Awakened. She was awakened, right? The pain, she had a journey from pain into purpose. And I'm just so grateful that she was able to turn the pain into purpose and not pain into more pain into more pain. Somebody is hearing me out there right about now. So it's been a wonderful time just hanging out with you all. I'm here in my hotel room here in Memphis, and really excited to go over to St. Jude's. And I'm going to come on Sunday after coming from there. I'll probably share some of the testimonies that I'll hear from here. I'm always so moved at the job that they do. So if there's any questions, do y'all want to say anything? Um, Comments, questions, concerns? I'm here for it. I'll take a sip while you write. Come on, type fast. Come on, get to typing, get to typing. But come back with me on Sunday because I'm gonna have some items. Yes, they're for the hospital, but some of them you're gonna use in your home too. So I'm just really grateful to have this platform, to be here with you. I'm a new kid on the block. So hang out. Let's see what the end is going to be like, and I think it's going to be like we're going to be together for quite some time. So if you want to put a thumbs up if you've enjoyed today's show, if you appreciate Dr. Melinda, if you're going to get the book, give me an emoji, give me something, let me know that you're out there, and I'm going to be signing off. I just want you to know that this has been a great time for me. It's like therapy for me coming on and sharing with you. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, Dr. Mary. I appreciate you. This has been one of those days where just grateful to be alive and expecting. I come with expectation of God doing some great things, not only in my life, but in your life. So, that being said, make sure you get the book one more time. It is called Awaken My Journey from Pain into Purpose with Dr. Melinda Taylor. And I think that's it. I'm out of here. I got nothing but love for you. And until next time, go in peace, grow in grace, and be encouraged. All right? I got nothing but love for y'all. Bye bye, and I'll see you next time.
Well, shout out to all my people, so where you at?